This video is spoiler free. Ask someone what their favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe film is, and most of the time you'll hear either Iron Man, which kicked off the franchise, The Avengers, the first superhero crossover film, or Guardians of the Galaxy, a funky space adventure. All indications are that the upcoming Civil War will be the new favorite in a few weeks, and I couldn't be more excited for the third Captain America film because, in my opinion, The Winter Soldier is Marvel's best film to date.
As difficult as this is to accept, Captain America is a fugitive.
Captain Rogers, stand down.
Don't hold your breath.
In Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Steve Rogers continues adjusting to the 21st century, working as a spy for S.H.I.E.L.D. and getting increasingly apprehensive about his employer's secrecy and surveillance. Data recovered from a S.H.I.E.L.D. ship opens a conspiracy that will tear Steve's life apart. What sets The Winter Soldier apart from the rest of the MCU is that it's not a superhero film, it's a tense political thriller where allegiances are constantly changing. The inability to trust those around you is a big theme in the film, and Captain finds himself on the run and only able to rely on a select few friends, including Natasha Romanoff, and introducing Sam Wilson, better known as Falcon. It's a gritty, physical, intense piece of filmmaking grounded in realism and present-day issues, specifically that of government surveillance and invasive technology.
Thought the punishment usually came after the crime.
We can't afford to wait that long. For once, we're way ahead of the curve.
By holding a gun to everyone on Earth and calling it protection.
You know, I read those SSR files. Greatest Generation? You guys did some nasty stuff.
Yeah. We compromised, sometimes in ways that made us not sleep so well. But we did it so that people could be free. This isn't freedom. This is fear.
This film may take place in a universe where the biggest issues are alien and robot invasions, but the story told here is much more serious. In many ways, it's similar to The Dark Knight. The less said about the film's plot, the better. I'm sure by now many of you know the film's basic details and spoilers, but knowing what happens does not remove the enjoyment of watching it unfold. The plot moves quickly, with important characters and plot elements being introduced in the opening 10 minutes, and the status quo of the Marvel Universe being changed forever by the end of the first act. The characters are a delight. Captain America, characterized as a do-gooder in his first film and throughout the Avengers films, is redefined here as a jaded soldier getting weary of being kept in the dark by Nick Fury, who has his biggest role in any Marvel film. Scarlett Johansson returns as Black Widow and is finally given significant spotlight. She features in several action sequences and gets one of the best reveals in the movie. For the first time, she's an integral part of a Marvel film. The legendary Robert Redford also pops up in a supporting role as Nick Fury's supervisor and confidant throughout the film. There are two significant additions to the Marvel Universe in this movie. The first is Sam Wilson.
You just ran like 13 miles in 30 minutes.
Guess I got a late start.
Really? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should take another lap. Did you just take it? I assume you just took it.
Wilson eventually becomes the Falcon, but not before being significantly built up as Steve's genuine friend and someone Steve can trust in a time of need. Played by Anthony Mackie, Wilson can be charmingly smooth or fiercely intimidating when needed. The other major addition is that of the titular Winter Soldier, who I have avoided bringing up until now for several reasons. Firstly, I'm sure many of you by now know the secrets of this character, but for those of you who don't, I will not reveal them here. But I will say he plays a critical role in the Marvel Universe. Even if you do know the twist, it does not make the soldier any less enjoyable. He is, by far, the most lethal villain in the Marvel Universe. A brainwashed cybernetic soldier whose only goal is to complete his assigned mission at any cost. He is scary, malevolent, and anytime he's on screen, death is right around the corner.
Fast. Strong. Had a metal arm.
And this brings me to the film's action sequences, and this is where the movie differs from the other Marvel films. Instead of fighting CGI monsters or elves or Ben Kingsley, The action, which there is an abundance of, is physically grueling with a large focus on tactical planning and hand-to-hand combat. Gone are the overuse of special effects. In their place, good old practical effects, which helps build the grittiness of the film. The fight choreography is without a doubt the best in any Marvel film and among the best in recent cinema. Just like the character of the Winter Soldier, the fight sequences here are relentless and restless. Car chases, street gunfights, espionage operations. The action does not feel like it's from a superhero film, at least until the third act. It's impressively staged and mind-blowingly intense. Amongst all the film's praise, the most controversial aspect appears to be the soundtrack. It's by far the most experimental Marvel soundtrack. Whereas other Marvel films use rock or orchestral scores, the Winter Soldier's music is electronic and industrial. It builds tension with unconventional sound choices and, in my opinion, fits perfectly with the conspiracy tone of the film. In particular, the theme to the character of the Winter Soldier is one of the best compositions in the entire Marvel franchise. If you have not yet watched The Winter Soldier, it's a must-see before Civil War, which we both know you're planning on watching. Despite being marketed as an all-star superhero jamboree, Civil War is very much going to be a sequel to The Winter Soldier, and you might feel lost at times if you do not know The Winter Soldier going in. Even without any other Marvel films, however, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is an incredible achievement on its own. Masterfully directed by television extraordinaires Joe and Anthony Russo, it's a continuously unfolding thriller that takes culturally relevant issues with morally conflicted characters and outstanding action. If you're a fan of gritty action films or old-school political thrillers, you should absolutely check out Captain America: The Winter Soldier, the best Marvel film to date. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and one more thing before I go, I just want to say that the Florida Panthers are going to go all the way. I'm looking at you, Blackhawks fans. I'm looking at you, Lightning fans. You know who you are. This is the year of Yager. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more here on TV Junkie.